Next up, we have Commando Steve by Bossfight, featured in Just Shapes and Beats, Roblox, and Geometry Dash, as far as I'm concerned. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. At the time of recording, we recently just passed 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you so much for being here, everybody. I really, really mean it. Two disclaimers. Number one, this is my first time hearing this ever, so I will be pausing a lot as I will be explaining things as I hear them or as I realize them. And number two, this is recorded live on stream on a single take. I just giggled because I read something funny in the chat. So this is recorded live on stream on a single take because why not? I might stumble upon my words. Whatever happens, happens. With that being said, let's do this. Commando Steve by Bossfight. Let's see what you got. We start with like the most retro sounding possible 8-bit drum. This is great. So we start with instrumentation. The concept of instrumentation or orchestration, depending on which side of music you're talking about. And it is the idea of picking the right instruments for the right reason, not just for the right sound, but also for the right psychological response, right? So when it comes to the 8-bit music, it's retro. It's all about bringing you back to that good old 8-bit NES days, which, fun fact, when it comes to that era of computing, when we had 8-bit computing in the original Super Mario Brothers, the original NES games, all that kind of stuff, 8-bit sound engines only had the capacity to have 3 sounds playing at the same time, which meant you couldn't have any recordings. Instead, you used what we call MIDI. MIDI are digital instruments. Oh, I keep bringing back this one. MIDI are virtual instruments, is what we call the system of digital audio for basically producing the music live. So if you boot up a game on an NES, a Nintendo Entertainment System, you plug the cartridge and everything, the music you're hearing is not pre-recorded. It is being played live as you are playing the video game because there was not enough space to store audio files back then. Instead, you would have MIDI instructions. And the instructions on MIDI would basically be, play this sound at this time for this duration. And the difficulty that 8-bit used to have was that you could only have 3 sounds, not 3 layers of music, 3 sounds playing at any given time. So if you play something like Super Mario Brothers, you're going to hear that very emblematic, I'm not even going to hum the melody because I know that Nintendo's going to get angry at me, but you hear that, and if you jump, or anything happens on the screen that is not music, you will hear one of the layers of music going away. It's a super fascinating thing about how it happened because the engine that would give you music was the same engine that would give you the sound effects for everything. So you had that limitation back in the day with only 3 layers of music. I just wanted to bring that up because it's a very fascinating time in history. It forced out a lot of creativity from these things. So let's see where this goes. Let's see where it goes. Okay, so yeah, we have now we have the drum beat, and on top of that, we have another layer. This is fairly faithful to the original 3-layer 8-bit stuff. So we now have a second layer of music, a second MIDI, giving us our motif. The motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. And in this case, we had the motif going down, then the motif going up. We are already developing this motif as much as we can. Let's see where this goes. Nice. Other version of motif. more developing. I always wonder if these composers just work in chromatic or actually think about keys and chords. The best example I have of this would be Dave Mustaine. He is the lead guitarist and composer for the band Megadeth. They are one of the largest metal bands in music history. They are one of the big four of metal, along with Metallica, Anthrax, and Slayer. And Dave Mustaine has composed, I don't know how many albums by now. He's got, ever since the 80s, he's made, I think he has probably 20 albums out by now. He does not know a single thing about music theory. He goes entirely by feeling. He just goes for what he thinks sounds cool, and it's just inherent. Being able to tell and understand music theory is not necessarily a limitation to write music. Because at the end of the day, there are people who just have that intrinsic feeling, that intrinsic understanding for music, that they can just understand. For example, in my case, one of the reasons why I'm able to do this in general is that while I do know the terms and while I did study a bunch of these things, a lot of this I understand as if it were a language. So a lot of the things that happen in music, I understand as if you were speaking to me in a language that I like have native to myself. So if I didn't know these concepts, I would still be able to understand what is going on. I just wouldn't be able to tell you back what is happening. So it's one of those things that can be very, very tricky. And Dave Mustaine is one of those people. He doesn't think in scales. He doesn't think in chords. Not to the same extent that trained musicians like myself would, but in the sense of, this sounds good, let's keep it. This sounds good, let's keep it. This sounds good, let's keep it. Which is why whenever you hear a song by Megadeth, a lot of the times it's going to only so much follow the rules of music, because he then understands music to a very natural degree. So let's see where this goes. So yeah, we introduce the drums. Okay, and now we've moved away from the 8-bit, 3 notes, layers at a time, that kind of thing. And now we are introducing drums. We are now modernizing this a little bit more. The actual drums that we introduced, a bass drum, that kind of stuff. And now we are going, we're going there. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see here. All right, so now we have another synth giving us some really nice arpeggios on top of this. We're getting more and more modern sounds. Super Gamer, what does that mean? We're getting more and more modern sounds introduced in each layer of the music, and we are just arpeggiating the chords. So now we have a more modern drum, we have a more modern synth, and it seems like slowly but surely we are replacing the element and slowly modernizing and updating the sounds while keeping that original melody. This is pretty nice. Let's see. There you go. There you go. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. So yeah, now we have a moment where the motif is going upwards. We've dropped this beat, and it is a very, very cool moment here. One, because now the chords are finally coming in full force. The rhythm is now fully defined, and everything. It's good. It's good. Let's see where this goes. Okay, and now we are doing something that is called harmonizing. I keep opening the wrong thing. So we're doing harmonizing or harmonization with the melody. You can hear now that the melody has an extra layer to it, and it sounds really, really cool. The concept of this is harmonization, or in a more academic term, it is counterpoint with parallel motion. Counterpoint is the study of melodies, how melodies work, how they develop, how they interact with one another. Usually it's when you pit more than one melody against one another, and it's how they interact with each other. And when it comes to these, there are three types of motion relative between the two melodies. There are parallel motion, there is similar motion, and there is contrary motion. So when it comes to parallel motion, which is what harmonizing tends to be, both melodies would be going the exact same way, the same direction, the same exact shape, just from different spots in the scale. Similar motion is basically one of them. They're both going roughly the same way, and the other one is going to be just a little bit different, and contrary motion is going to be pretty much opposite. One goes up, one goes down, one goes down, one goes up, and that is it. That's contrary motion. So similar motion is usually kind of in between parallel and contrary, and right now what we are having is parallel motion or harmonization, or what people call harmonies. So let's see where this goes, because this is really cool. And hang on, Alpha the LFA is a bit on a song stood out so much that you listened to it privately? Not so far, no, but for a very different reason. I don't listen to music. I don't listen to... Look, I don't have the time to listen to as much music as I would like to. I listen to music at work as a timer. I use music as a timer. I listen to the same 5 albums every day at work, and I use that as a timer. I don't use it to listen to the music. I enjoy the music, but I listen to it as a way to tell myself, okay, this much music is done. This much is now what I need to get done. I need to have this much done by the time I listen to this much music. I'm a metalhead, but I listen to music. No, I listen to 5. It's 5 metal albums that I listen to. It is Weight of Oceans by In Mourning, The Unborn by Morspringkipi Mest, Vides Luku Habitate by Moon Sorrow, Planetary Duality by The Faceless, and The Parallax 2 Future Sequence by Between the Buried and Me, in that order. So there you go. That is that's why. That's one of the reasons why generally has been one that stood out. Many of them have, but that would require me to rank them, and it just hasn't crossed my mind. I just enjoy the moment, basically. So yeah, let's see. No, Dream Theater hasn't happened yet. Not the reference, but let's see. Let's continue the song. We got a little bit of a tangent here, but let's see. Okay, now we bring another section. And now we engage in what is called elongation, or elongation, however you want to pronounce it. So elongation is when you take a musical idea, and it's exactly what is happening right now. We are taking the motif, and now we're stretching it so that it's slower. And while that is happening, we are focusing on the arpeggios, of the other synths that are playing in the back. And nothing wrong, Nico. It's just mean people are mean. So let's see, elongation. We have this going on, and we are doing... Yeah, we're just playing the melody a lot slower, which is giving more time for the other instruments, for us to soak in the rest of the music that is playing. It's a very good way of transitioning between parts, or full on making a new section and just filling up time while being able to show off your accompaniment and rhythm section, which is exactly what is happening right now. Let's see where it goes. Yep. Give a warning, Celia. So yes, now we have we now have, yeah, it's just an elongated version of the motif. It's just slower, and we're just enjoying this. And I wanted to say something, and my brain. Let's continue. Oh. Here we go. So, we had a rhythm change here. We're doing what... It's not entirely a fill. It's more of a transitionary... It could be a fill. You heard how it accelerated. Really, really cool. Really, really cool when it comes to all of these. Relatively speaking, this is giving us more pace. It's accelerating the pace of everything, allowing us to jump into the next section pretty nicely. We should be reaching the climax of this piece pretty soon, so let's see where this goes. And I like how right now the drums and the melody having changed to this other rhythm. The motif is still being played, just the same, and it's just a change of rhythm. You change the rhythm like that, and now I'm bringing up the mirror. So this just goes to show how important it is to have your drums, your rhythm section, your synths, and everything super well. And how much it is that it can affect everything. So if you want to see a really good example, the best example of how insanely cool the concept of just changing rhythms around can be, just listen to the intro of The Mirror by Dream Theater. The guitar is doing the exact same thing over and over again for a whole minute. Please don't. For a whole minute. And the drums change, the synth changes, the bass changes, but the guitar does not change. And there are points where it's genuinely difficult to tell if the guitar is still doing the same thing, but it is. So, with that, yeah, we're having something like that happening here to bring us into the next section, which it should be the climax. Let's see where this goes. Really cool. On the Discord flying roll, please, yes. Ooh. Oh, really, really, really cool here. Off the ramp we go. So, going off the ramp is one of those colloquial terms that I use. Colloquial just means that there's no academic official term for it. At least I'm not using it for the sake of simplicity and being able to explain. So, what just happened now is that you have a transition where you want to make the listener feel suspended up in the air at the mercy of inertia, off a ramp, waiting to see where we land. How did we do this? Remove the drums. You remove the drums for just a tiny moment. Like, the melody is still doing the same rhythm, but the other ones aren't. And it just gives you that sense of going off the ramp. Really, really cool. Pluty, welcome today. How you doing? And, yeah, no, really cool. Then the rest of the track is coming along, because it was like, what, 3 beats that the drum didn't play, and that was more than enough to make us go off the ramp. So let's see where this goes. Back we go to this melody. Incredible melody. They can protest all they want. We repeat the melody. Protesting is not crossing the line. So there you go. All right, let's see where it goes. Ooh. We can bring the harmonized. We bring the harmonies. Ooh. Now we bring another melody similar to what we had before. We just bring a new synth. Instead of using those 8-bits ones, we're now using a newer synth, and yeah, no, this is very nice. We're revisiting the original motif. Thank you, Niru. We're revisiting the original motif now, and just the fact that we swapped the synth. Really, really good. Let's see where this goes. I like the little variation of the ramp. Now we bring back... Oh, so now we're having like this kind of chorus-esque sounding synth doing the elongated version of the motif and just going at it. This is really cool, man. It's really fun. It sounds very nice and retro. Let's see how it goes. Kylo, welcome to the day. How you doing? One last iteration of the kind of like the rhythm of the motif where we're doing, and it ends. And there you go. That was Commando Steve by Bossfight, featured in Just Beats and Shapes, Geometry Dash, and Roblox, as far as I am concerned. So that was fun. That was very, very fun. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. Once again, at the time of recording this, we just passed 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. It's awesome that you're here. I was not expecting to get this far this quickly, so thank you. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, if you're on the live stream, do not request just yet. And if you're not on the live stream, make sure you go to the Discord, link down below, go to the LFA requests channel and follow the instructions on the pinned messages. And if you want to catch the streams when they go live, we aim for 6 p.m. Central European Time, Monday through Friday. The full schedule in your local time zone is both on the Discord and the Twitch, both linked down below in the description for the things. And follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel on YouTube because, of course, we have a gaming channel on YouTube. Games are Basterd. That's where we put the VODs of the gaming after shows when they happen. I still need to update that, but that's besides the point here. And yeah, Games Are Basterd, link down below, or just search for it. Same username as James R. Basterd, just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. There you go, Commando Steve. That was fun. That was really, really fun stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.